What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Oranos. His name is Shelty. His opponent today in the red color playing also as Oranos. His name is Matrias. The map is Oasis. And this is game number 3, the deciding game between these two players. I said at the start of this series that this series does matter for the basically the league standings for the playoffs here. These two players are both in the running for a top 4 place finish. So beating each other would mean that they will probably either get first or second, and the other player will get second or third depending on how they do against the other players in their group. But it's a very exciting series to be sure. And both players have been playing very well throughout this tournament, giving us some really solid play, some strong solid wins, and some really good games. So we'll see what these guys are doing here. Man, Matrias is so much APM here. Just like, look at the amount of the map he's scouted already just through pig scouting, oracle scouting. Shelty opting to utilize the oracle spawn out here, the idol scouting. This scouting is technically faster than doing it manually. However, you get periods of scouting where you spot things like all of this town center, which you don't need to do, so you're losing out on that. These forests here, which you don't need to scout as well, and then obviously this forest over here, which you don't need to scout. So you do see a lot of stuff you don't need to scout, and therefore this manual scouting tends to come out a tiny bit faster than the idle scouting. And also you get periods of the time where the scouting comes off the map as well, and things like that is important to note. That's why we see a lot of the top players not scouting like this. And if we check out Shelty's map scouted versus Matreiuss's map scouted, you can see how much more of the map Matreiuss is spotted than Shelty. There is your daily dose of pro tips. Let's move on to the game. Oranos matchups on this map are very interesting, because sometimes you get maps like this where you get a fair amount of hunt. You've got 3 giraffe, 3 gazelle. Almost the top amount of hunt you can get on this map. I think you can possibly get 5 giraffe. So this is 150 food less than the top amount of hunt you can get. So very strong. So we will probably be seeing the 430 builds here from both players. I tell a lie. It looks like Shelty is going for a 4-minute advance because he did not go for the granary, which may matter a little bit. It will mean that he can go up faster and get pressure on earlier with the Terma. However, it will mean that Matreiuss is going to go earlier onto the Murmillo, which means he can deal with those Terma just a little bit better. So a little bit of an earlier advantage for Shelty versus a little bit of a later advantage for Matrias. So if we can survive and hold on to this hunt, which actually may not be possible, if we check out Shelty's perspective here, he's spotted this hunt. He knows this is where Matrias is, so he will be moving in and using the early Valor to push Matrias off this food here as he is advancing later. He's going to have an extra 30 seconds to play with. There's the tempo going up for Matrias. I love this build placement here by Matrias in order to prevent Shelty from coming in here, but he will be Terma, basically pure Terma here, so he can just come in and hit this. And now the Oracle's making their way over here. We do see a mana coming up nice and early on this food, so this will be able to protect him from a Valor from Matrias. And this may be a bit of a bait here from Matrias here. If he can escape this without losing any villagers, he will get an extra. What's the resources? I can never can tell. It's a lot. It's like 100 resources or something. There's the Prometheus, the villager retreating away. Oh, I love this bait here from Matrias, retreating this villager around. He realizes that Shelty is down a villager right now, so he doesn't even need to have this one gathering. The Oracle comes back, does spot the other villager here, and we will be seeing the mana getting it targeted down. But like I said, the Oracle's going to come back. Matrias can heroize or valor those Oracles as well, and then get himself his own hero citizen and get a slight advantage over Shelty here. And we do see the counter barracks are getting thrown down, making Terma instantly here. And the citizen jumping out. There's the Valor, and be heroizing that one there to get the extra gather speed and everything like that. Was it let's just check 2.03 on the food versus 1.85. So it's a big buff there onto that one citizen And we do see that it's like an extra almost 200 or almost 300 resources as the oracles coming in. We do see the Promethean offspring in here as well, but that's going to get picked up very, very fast. Nice micro from Matrias to push Shelty back here, and he's going to be very happy about how this has happened. And also, for some reason, Shelty not opting to go for these giraffe here instead going for the berries. A little bit strange there. And all of those oracles have been picked off. Now Terma going to be coming in. Matrias has already got up his military barracks, and he's building Terma from one of those counter barracks so far, but still not making those Mamilla here. Is he short on food? No, he's got the food. Just a little bit of a small mistake there as he was microing and not starting those off. Matrias just a little bit behind on the population. Nice snipes here from Shelty. Nice micro there from Matrias to dodge at least one of those spears. They do so much damage to these Terma. Nice micro yet again. Oh, Garrison micro as well. Almost picking off that other Terma there. 3 HP left as Shelty going to have to regroup a little bit here. He does need to wait for his second Valor, which, if I can see it somehow. No. There it is. So it's actually available now, so he can actually fight this if he wants to. As he comes in now, picks off the Oracle, retreating back. Takes a lot of damage onto one of those hero Terma now. We've got the Murmillo starting to come out, and these Terma don't do a lot of damage to the Murmillo at all. Even with only 10% pierce armor, it's just so little. A nice snipe there, almost picking off another hero. They're getting so very, very low here. And now comes the point where with the Valors all being exhausted, I think there's 3, is there 3 Valors? Yes, there's 3 Valors. With almost 2 Valors being exhausted here for Shelty, Matrias can start considering spamming out Prometheans as well and being totally fine to do so, whereas Shelty has to kind of delay that before he needs to basically pick off the heroes here from Matrias. And Matrias is going to have hero Murmillo as well and come and get a couple of hits onto that villager. Does not manage to do so. Nice micro, Garrison micro here from Shelty. Absolutely out of this world. Still trying to pick off those heroes. They're still very, very low. Just needs like 1 javelin shot to either of those and then they will die. Maybe 2 onto that other one. I'm not sure. It's got 23 HP. I can't do math, as you guys are well aware. And now Shelty coming in with more Terma. Has he thrown down his barrack shed? He's not thrown it down. He's still not moved forward onto this hunt. He knows it's there. He knows it's there. He just hasn't moved forward onto it. And now he's not going to be able to get any access to it. He's had such a long period of time there, which he could have had that food, right? Trying to pick off a Murmillo before retreating away. Gets 1 pick off there. Still trying to fight this. We've got the Terma gets shockwaved in the back. And a lot of those Terma falling for Shelty as Matreiuss is fighting this really nicely. Not utilizing his own shockwave there though. A little bit curious, but I guess he's after a little bit more. We see Terma going to get picked off yet again. Nice attack there. If you whack the Murmillo into the Terma first before your Terma hit, they will be able to hit it because the Terma slow down because they've been attacked. Nice shockwave now by Matreiuss. Going to pick off a bunch of these Terma here as they're trying to retreat away. Nice micro splitting those Terma up. Picks off so many of them there. I'm not sure if that was just the AI microing them, get him lucky or not, but there's so many dead Terma, that's so many resources, and Shelty is just so far behind right now. He's got 1,300 gold left on his home gold mine, and the big thing for Matreiuss now is he can just grab town centers. He can just grab 2 town centers, and he's just going to be so far in front of Shelty in this game. We'll see if he can get the pressure done here, or if Shelty's going to mount a comeback. This score lead is not as crazy big as it seems, because if Shelty can get some nice micro here onto the enemy Terma, he can be okay. We do see some Prometheans coming out now, but as we said, the heroes are already out. He's going to be going after those Prometheans and everything else, pushing Shelty back into the base here. We do see more Terma getting picked off, as Matreiuss is just throwing his face into Shelty at this point. And Shelty not microing his Terma at all, pulling them back out. Nice play there by Matreiuss in order to pick up even more of those Terma. And Matreiuss is just commanding this game right now, forcing Shelty into a really tough situation. And he still hasn't started building out any of those other units. He needs to maybe consider getting some Caraballister out, actually. And just wedging them in behind this gold mine to force these Hero Murmillo away. Instead of making those Prometheans, he probably should have been investing into Caraballister and just skipping the Murmillo completely here, but not going for it. Now we're looking to target down one of these manas, because these like we said before, these Murmillo don't take a lot of damage at all. And we see another mana coming in onto this wood line here. But immediately Matrias sees that. He's going to come over and try and pick off some citizen in this corner here. We see more Promethean getting built out at this point. Matrias should be building out his Promethean himself here. If you check out his favor situation, he's actually got 52 favor. He's actually looking to go straight to the next age, so he's probably saving that favor for Satyr here, going for the Hyperion advance time. If he can pick off those small Prometheans and a Chaos, picks off a big Promethean and forces it to hit him, his opponent. Really big plays there, and we do see this gold mine getting even closer to finishing here. Only 100 gold left as Shelty is valiantly fighting back, but he's just not able to do so. If I could type, we've got Thea actually coming through for Matrias, so going for the safer play there. Thea does give you access to 5 of those Dryads, which are basically myth units with no population, so gives you access to about 15 extra effective population in those Dryads. The villagers pushing Matrias back here. Does have a Catapulti out. I don't think these do any bonus damage to anything here, so it's really not a good unit to be building at all. Only does 5 damage to these Termites. You can see basically nothing compared to the Murmillo, which is so much better. And we see villagers looking to grab this town center as well, as Matrias is playing this one a little bit slow, unfortunately. But Shelty does decide that in this moment he's too far behind and will tap out. GG. Well played. That's 3 sub 15-minute games in a row by these players. Just playing ridiculously aggressive every single game, going for fast wins instead of the safe play. I love these games. They're always incredibly good. Really strong micro from Matrias here. Really shut down these Terma from Shelty, and he just couldn't get that damage done with the early 30 seconds. I cannot fathom why Shelty didn't go for this hunt though, because if you're putting pressure onto your opponent, you're not going to get raided. And there was a good 3 minutes that he could have been hunting this for free, where Matrias was having to deal with his base being attacked, where he's not hunting those giraffe and those deer, and then he could have transitioned into those Murmillo a little bit sooner, or had more resources to do something else with it and go on Cara Ballister a bit earlier once he realized that Matrias was pumping out so many Murmillo. He could have sat behind this and then played a bit defensive. He would have been behind, but he still would have been able to keep fighting. But that was the game. That was the series. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please consider hitting that follow button on the Twitch and on the YouTubes. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next series.